Evening. Can you guys hear?
Yes.
Just two of them. So my name is Chow. I'm the medical director at Amgen. And it is down the street next to Genentech, South San Francisco, headquartered in Thousand Oaks. So I'm here to talk a little bit about digital health. And actually, I'm a physician. So when I got to Amgen a year ago, I told them I know nothing about pharma. And they said, that's okay, we got lots of people know about pharma. We just need somebody who knows about technology. So, okay. So that's how I'm at Amgen. A little bit about Amgen. It's the world's largest independent biotech firm. It was a pioneer. It was founded in 1980, and today it's about a $23 billion company, headquartered in Thousand Oaks, and with a presence in about 100 other countries. They're trying to increase their presence in South San Francisco and Cambridge, which are the two biotech centers. And they take a biology-first approach, which I appreciate. It's a science-based approach to pharmaceuticals. There are 6 areas right now. But the main focus is cardiovascular, oncology, neurosciences, bone, inflammation, and nephrology. So, what is digital health? It's interesting because everybody has a different definition. For me, this is actually from Wikipedia. It's the development of interconnected health systems to improve the use of computational technologies, smart devices, analytics, and communication systems to help professionals and patients understand and manage illnesses and health risks as well as promote well-being. So, in terms of digital health and why it's sort of getting so much visibility today, I'd like to look at a couple of trends, and actually Wayne mentioned a couple of trends, and I think it's verification. Okay. What's happening in the healthcare landscape? Well, first, patients. You know, the internet has become a huge change agent. Patients are now pulling information. They don't want information pushed to them, they pull it. So they choose what information they want. They are empowered, they're demanding, they value the buying experience above everything else. That is, when they buy something, the experience is what 53% of patients want that. And that's their definition of value. And in fact, many of them will trade their personal information for free services, which is interesting. I thought it was very interesting, about 64%. Healthcare providers are very similar. They're also pulling information. They're consumers after all. 67% go online, about half use social media for work, and they are now being subjected to many changes, such as changing from episodic care to continuous care. That is a different relationship with their patients. They're increasingly operating under value-based regimens, May mentioned that, and data-driven medical care. This is very different than the ways that the doctors are trained. Very different, and very hard to do. Payers, they believe that clinical trials are necessary, but are insufficient. And this is a big change. They believe that clinical trials, you need them, but they're not enough to justify the high cost of medicines, as Wayne mentioned. So the big buzzword today is this real-world evidence. That's what they want. Real-world evidence and positive socioeconomic impact. So payers, they don't want to know that your medicine is effective at cancer, let's say. They want to know how soon the patient gets back to work. That's real-world evidence. Do they feel better? Are they more productive? So those are the things that we never were able to measure before, maybe until today. So what's happening in pharma landscape? We mentioned a couple of things. First, the performance of the industry. In 2014, the growth rate of the top 25 life sciences companies was only 1%. And a decade earlier, it was in double digits. So that's a huge change, just a huge drop. According to Tufts University, the average cost of a new drug is $2.6 billion because of 10% success rate. It's like a VC model. So that's in startups. One hits big, pays for the rest. The value delivered, patients value the functional ability more than the clinical efficacy. And it turns out that the premise today in pharma is that the minimal package is not just a drug. The minimal package is drug plus digital solution. That's the way that people are starting to differentiate. Very interesting. And drug approval has been changed quite a bit. There's a new act called the Prescription Drug User Fee Act, PDUFA, where the FDA is starting to consider patient input into the approval process, which is very interesting. Never happened before. 21st Century Cures Act, which was just passed. How many of you guys have heard of that? Very interesting. What it says is that it mandates that the FDA is now required to consider non-clinical trial data. And of course, what does that mean? In the old days, ideal would be that you have a clinical trial and it would prove causality or near causality, and then you could produce that drug and market it. Well, now, along with the real-world evidence kind of bias, the FDA is now being forced by Congress to say, you have to consider the ramifications of the drug. What does it do in the real world? And that the FDA has never dealt with before. Now, it's interesting that the FDA, they're actually very open to it, at least verbally. They say, we welcome this, send us your data, send us, we want open innovation, we want to know what's happening in the real world, but you know what? There's no pharma that's willing to take that risk yet. Like Wayne was saying, you've invested several $100 million in drug, you're not about to add new data and put that drug at risk. That's what's happening. So this is very slow adoption. Everybody's sort of like dipping their toes and go, hey, you go first. It's only going to cost you $1 billion. Okay, so what's happening in the digital health landscape? The mobile health market is predicted to be $21 billion in 2018. Wearables market, $32 billion in 2019. And the thing about this technology is that experimentation actually is a very low barrier and minimal cost, minimal risk. So as a result, people are experimenting like crazy. They're creating devices, they're creating apps. And what this is leading to is the creation of massively big data. Massive. So we need machine learning, we need predictive analytics. And not only that, when I was a director of innovation at Kaiser, we were starting to see startups coming in from domains that we would never expect, like robotics, like AR, VR, like social media, like 3D printing, things like that. We've never seen it in healthcare before. So now, because of locus of experimentation, everybody's jumping to healthcare because that's, why are they jumping to healthcare? That's where all the money is. So that's essentially the answer. So how is biopharma evolving? We covered a little bit of this to cope with this new world. So just to go through what happens in a traditional process of drug development, in case you're not familiar. You have drug discovery, you have preclinical, which is animal trials. Phase 1 is safety, dosage, range, and side effects. Phase 2 is efficacy and safety. Phase 3, those things. And then phase 4 is post-release, where we study things in the market. As I mentioned, 10 medicines that enter phase 1, 1 medicine at the end. Very trial and error kind of thing. Traditional model, very slow, as Wayne mentioned, very costly, very risky. Clinical trials cost $30 to $40 million pre-approval, and post-approval, $30 to $40 million. It's interesting. I read one article that said that the cost of a patient in a clinical trial is about $10,000. The cost of a patient in a digital health trial, digital trial, is about $1,000. That's a big difference. The new drug pipelines are drying up. Again, Wayne mentioned inability to precisely target the right patients in the real world, and then the payers are pushing back. They want evidence, and they want real-world evidence. So the new business model, what is it? We want to provide a more holistic, a more complete, and a safer solution to patients. We want to make the drug development process faster, more efficient, and more automated. And we want to demonstrate real-world value. How do you demonstrate value? You have to have data.
High temps expected check on neighbors, drink water, cooling, and heat.
That's exactly it. Watch your water use. Okay, so we want to create a digital health ecosystem around medicine and transition to virtual clinical trials, which, as I mentioned, are about theoretically 1/10 of the cost. Automation where appropriate. We want to develop more precise patient targeting. We want to make sure that recruitment, retention, and adherence of subjects through patient engagement happens, and we want to deliver benefits that truly matter. New business model. Now, when people think about digital health technology, sometimes they think it's just mobile apps. This is just a range of things that are included in it, and I think in that definition. It goes from telemedicine, which has been around for 30 years and just getting started, to mobile apps, which 700 apps were written by the top pharma. You know, that's a lot of apps. To security, medication compliance, specialized sensors, digestible sensors, clinical tools, simulation and modeling, augmented reality, virtual reality, robots, etc. Human 2.0 right there. So, what is pharma doing in digital health? Mobile apps, I mentioned, the top 12 pharmas released 700 apps over 5 years. That's a lot of apps. That's like an app for every medicine and more. So, pretty amazing. Social media, they're starting to develop apps, and many startups are doing this, but they're involving social media to create communities around medicine that you can get the feedback and better use of the medicine. Clinical trial streamlining, recruiting, engagement, adherence. There's a company called Science 37 that's actually providing services where they go to the patient's home and do the procedures there. So it's not really telemedicine, but it's a way of relieving the burden for the subject to go to the site, which is often can cause them to disengage. M&As, 28 out of 325 deals from 2014 to 2016 were digital health. New business models, as many mentioned, people are starting to experiment with outcomes-based pricing, risk sharing, open sourcing. In fact, Amgen did an arrangement, I think, with Harvard to do that just this year. Accelerators and startup networks, J&J is doing that, G-Labs, Jensen, Amgen is doing that. Crowdsourcing and open innovation. How many of you heard of Innocentive? Okay, Innocentive is a site actually started by pharma, where you pose a question to the public, the world, to solve that you cannot solve. And it's interesting because the idea is that there are a lot more experts in the world than in your company. And they've been very successful. They'll give you a prize for solving the problem and have different IP arrangements. But that's a very interesting model. And finally, non-traditional, well, not finally, but non-traditional alliances. We actually been talking with Verily, which is Google's biotech. A lot of these players, you can mention coming into digital health like Apple, Microsoft, Google. They're not your usual pharmaceuticals. They're not constrained by traditional practice. They're learning about regulation and things like that, but they really have different bent. For instance, Verily, we met with Verily. Their whole thing is data. They are all about data. So predictive, measuring data, and managing data, and so on and so forth. Very different than what a pharma does. And finally, manufacturing. I just heard of Spritan, which is this 3D manufactured pill. It's an anti-epileptic pill, where it was 3D manufactured, approved by the FDA, where there are different layers of powder, liquid powder, liquid. So for those who are very averse to swallowing pills, the moment you take it with water, it just disappears. Yeah. That's the whole reason for 3D printing. Now the intriguing thing is, can we print pills at home? Can we print pills that combine medicines into one pill? That would be awesome. Right? What about adherence, patient adherence? Because my mom is 80. Well, she just celebrated her 90th birthday. She's probably got like 20 pills. It's painful to see her look at this pill. What is that? Where does this go? It's just painful. So one pill would be nice. So what is Amgen's experience? We started a patient centricity initiative to listen to the patient voice many years ago. We did a technical proof of concept with about 30 people, healthy volunteers, where they wore an activity tracker, which is a non-FDA cleared tracker, government in vivo fit activity tracker, and they wore a FDA cleared chest patch and then ECG. One of the big learnings from that 2-week study, 2 weeks, 30 people, we got 9 billion bytes of data, 9 bytes of data, which, you know, most traditional clinical trials, data management people go, that's 1 million data points, that's a lot. So, and they saw this, they were going, oh, we get it, forget it, we're tired. So we finally had to find a group of data scientists to look at it, develop algorithms, and we actually learned a lot about how to analyze ECG data, look at the quality of the signal to noise ratio, all those kind of issues. So it's a learning process, right? So we didn't really learn about medicine, we learned about how to do digital health. Virtual hybrid clinical studies, we just ran a hybrid study with migraine. We recruited about 80 migraine sufferers, and we had them wear an Apple Watch. And we developed an app with the Apple Research Kit package. So we tracked the activity, and it was supposed to log the migraines, and they had some other tasks they needed to do as well. And it was very successful. One of the interesting things we found, but this is a totally virtual trial. No site visits. One of the lessons, we didn't know who these people were. That's an issue. Could be a teenager wanted an Apple Watch. So you learn these things, and so we actually tried to start it and do some verification. But the issue is a totally online trial. If you can do that, you save a lot of money if you can do it appropriately. And in fact, beginning in January, we're going to repeat the trial using Amazon Echo. Just that you mentioned. The patient interface is going to be different. They're going to have something in their home or in an app that's going to talk to them and say, you know, how are you feeling today? Oh, I have migraine. I'm sorry. I mean, that's part of the spirit. But how many of you have Alexa at home? See there? Or a Google Home. Very interesting. So a way to automate the interaction and create the engagement without requiring more people on the call center. Wearables clinical trials, we've been doing that. And one of the things we learned is that you have to deal with non-clear devices in a different way, because the FDA wants you to maintain the HIPAA coverage. So we have to learn how to do that. Technology assessment we've been doing, of course, venture funding we're doing. And we have an incubator in South San Francisco called QB3, actually it's south of the Mission. So I think it's a very early time in digital health and pharma right now, but I think it's very exciting. It's a lot of potential, like we mentioned, like Jessica mentioned. We don't know where the future is going, but we know that we need to go there. Because the current situation